friends, let's talk warrior two. Remember that all postures are built from the ground up, and warrior two is considered an open pelvis posture, right? So closed was the warrior one or crescent, or even mountain pose is considered closed pelvis technically. Open pelvis usually means you're facing the wide edge of your mat, okay? If feet placement is important, let's start there. So starting on the right leg, right toes face the top of your mat, left toes face, whoa, I'm trying to dodge all these layered mats. Left toes to face the long edge of the mat, okay? So that's step one, okay? If I was to bring my feet back together, ideally, I think this is third position in ballet, but they're meant to be, heel is about in line with the arch. Some people go heel to heel. I can live with it. But what I don't love about that, at least for my body, is that it feels like I'm starting to like turn the pelvis again to the wide edge in a weird way. But if that feels better for you, I believe you, okay? So listen to your knowing, not to habit, not what 100 people told you, not even what I'm telling you, okay? So right foot, second toe straight ahead, left toes, long edge of mat for those of us who are reasonably open. For those of us whose bodies tend to turn open this way, your feet tend to turn open, this might feel like, holy crap, internal rotation. But for some of us who need a little more help in getting this left hip bone to come a little forward, turn your back toes in. So while it's called open pelvis, it does not mean that my hips are facing perfectly to the wide edge. There's still a little bit of a diagonal energy, and I promise your pelvis, your hip flexors, your low back will thank you for letting you have that little bit of an angle in, okay? So this leg is rotating a little bit in, like internal rotation, like mountain pose. This leg starts with a little internal rotation. So one of the ways I like to cue students is an exaggeration. So I've got my heel in line with my arch. How wide should I be? You want to be able to get reasonably deep in this leg. If you go too wide, you won't be able to have any play in your pelvis. You're going to feel like spread out, and you're going to feel like you've pulled a pulley system really tight. So I want you to loosen it up by bringing your body a little closer together, your feet a little closer together, okay? So working on the pelvis here, soften the left knee, it's micro bent, okay? So now I'm looking real awkward, ugly yoga. Okay, then stick your butt back. Now my knee fell in, right? And this is an exaggeration. But I want you to feel what it feels like to stick your butt back and get a curve in the low back, okay? Because what a lot of us end up doing, instead of going here first, we just hang on the left hip. Okay, so literally we just dump it forward here. No, just no, okay? You can feel pressure in your SI joints is really destabilizing, and it's inactive. It's not supported. So instead, take your butt back too much. Wiggle it around a little bit. If you can't wiggle, bring your feet closer together, okay? Then deepen the right knee, push down through the right heel, bam, and then pull the right heel towards the left arch, like you're trying to suck the legs together a little bit. Now already I went from booty way back, and that action pulled me a little more neutral. Instead of thinking about tucking, which is going to put you back in the left hip or the back leg's hip, I want you instead of tucking, I want you to think about lengthening, getting tall, anchoring the rib cage, arms to a T, okay? Palm up is interesting. So if your shoulders are tight, palm up might feel more free. Elbows can be soft. You show it to you this way, I'll go on the other side. So now I'm going on the left leg, heel bisects arch, right hip comes back, deepen the left leg. Okay, so we're not staying here, that would be weird, but you're gonna deepen in and then push down through the left heel to draw back towards the right arch. I actually like to pull my feet apart here. So those of you who are like me, who've had a very lazy booty and a more flexible body, try pulling the heels apart. Shove your thumbs into your booty, like right up here, and see if you can get your butt to say hi. Oh, I have a job for a second, and then I'm off, and then I'm on, and then I'm off, okay? Ribs in, arms to a T. Gaze off your left middle finger. If you're on the left side, check in with that foot. If it's hard to get that hip in a little bit, turn the toes in more. Try not to be overly dumped. No crotches on the floor. You don't want to feel like you're all in your left leg. Get your right leg on. Left leg holding 60% of the weight, right leg holding 40%. Best of luck. It's tough. Good job. Awesome. Good work. Extended side angle is right on top of warrior two. So I'll do that one next, but if you are curious about it, just add your arm to it and done. Everything else from the hips down stays the same. Good work, you guys. See you next one.